Hi, is this the painter?
I'm a painter, yeah.
Okay, so are you guys doing residential interiors right now?
Yes,
Okay,
we do.
so I wanted to know if you guys are open to some new residential jobs these next few months.
Yes, I can do it. We can do it.
Cool. So
It's interior, right? Or exterior?
interiors, just because,
Okay,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
there's not a lot of exterior work going on right now, just because of winter, right?
Okay, I got it, yeah.
Cool. So what's the majority of work you guys do?
Where?
Yeah, what's the majority of work you guys are doing right now?
In Utah County, Salt Lake County.
Yeah, what type of work do you guys specialize in mainly?
Oh, uh, interior, cabinet, stain.
Gotcha. Okay, so really, we just look for one painter in each area who's going to be receiving all the new work. We send them directly. And in this case, I'm looking for someone in Utah County who's open to new work. So
Got it.
basically, in short, just to make it simple and straightforward, we find the people in the area that are in need of painting in a way where they're going to want to know more information. So we put your name in front of them so they call you up for an estimate, and the sale is really up to you from there. Do you guys close a good amount of sales on a regular?
Yeah, I used to use home advisors, something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure you tried Home Advisor and Angie's List. It didn't work out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is definitely not that. Now, there's painters getting anywhere from 5 to 12 new estimates per week using our same methods, and that's without
Okay.
using any Home Advisor, Angie's List, any of that. So,
Got it.
if you'd like, I don't want to keep you on the phone any longer, but we can kind of set up a time and see what you're doing online right now. And I'm happy to give you guys some free pointers and go more into detail and see if it's a fit for you guys.
Okay. What day?
So if you'd like, I'll go ahead and give you a ring either later today or tomorrow. We can do.
Tomorrow will be great because right now we are working, so
Yeah, no
I don't
worries.
have
So
time. But tomorrow is okay.
sure, I'll give you a ring tomorrow afternoon, and we can go from there. And before our call, I'll go ahead and send you some information either via email, and I can
Yeah,
text
yeah.
it to you too.
Please.
And then you can kind of see a little bit of who I am, and then how we get these results for our painters, how we get their phone ringing, how we keep them busy, and you can kind of see our process and how everything works. That cool?
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. So what's a good email for
So
you?
it's
At hotmail.com, right?
right.
Cool. All right. I'll go ahead and send that over to you. You can kind of see a little bit about me and kind of how we do it. And then we'll hop on the phone tomorrow and go from there.
Okay, sounds good.
All
Thank
right,
you.
man. See you.
Yeah.
All right. So as you can see, this one wasn't too hard, but you just have to be very sharp on the phone, very direct on what it is that you want. You don't want to be beating around the bush because business owners are very upfront, very direct. They just want to know, all right, what is it that you're offering me? Okay. So that's when you got to be very sharp as a communicator on the phone, AKA when you're cold calling. Okay. So you just want to always have that mindset of, I'm looking for someone, are you a fit? You don't want to be, you know, like I said, beating around the bush or anything. So just know that cold calling is probably one of the fastest ways to get clients, whether you're targeting carpet cleaners, whether you're targeting painters, concrete guys, home cleaners. It is a really fast way to get clients in the door and just get booked appointments. And when you start to have sales calls after doing so many cold calls, right? You start to get on the phone and start to expose the price, right? You get even more comfortable on the sales call because the cold calling built your character. And that's something that you carry with you for the rest of your life. Cold calling is probably one of the best practices that you can do as a beginner in SMMA or whatever business venture that you're wanting to go into. Cold calling just builds your character. I started off an introvert. I was very afraid of the phone at first. But I said, this is something that I need to do because I'm going to be even more nervous when I'm on a sales call with the business owner and I'm scared to even say my price. Okay. But when you're cold calling, you're almost practicing talking to business owners. If you're someone just getting started, It's an amazing way to practice communicating with business owners because people are intimidated of business owners just because they think, oh, they make more money than me or they're more successful than me. At the end of the day, we're all people. We're all people. So it's about who is the best communicator and who can close the sales. And in order to close the sales, you need to be a very, very sharp communicator. Okay. So that was I wouldn't say it was a lay down because I mean, he kind of knows that I'm a lead gen service. And he's like, oh, is this Home Advisor Angie's List? You just got to know how to beat around that. So let me know if you guys want to see some more cold calls in action. And if you're wanting to know my script, word for word, I'm happy to share that as well. Okay.
Hello,
Hi, is this the painter?
this is.
Okay. Are you guys doing residential interiors right now?
We do them all the time.
Okay, cool. So I wanted to know if you guys are open to some new residential work these next few months.
I would be happy to do that. I'm about till March right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How big is your crew?
I'm a one-man show.
Oh, gotcha.
I
Okay.
do everything myself, so.
Gotcha. Okay, so basically we look for one painter in each area who's going to be receiving all the new work we send them directly. And in this case, I'm just looking for someone in Utah County who's open to new work.
Yeah, are you looking at anything painted, or
What was that?
are you a third-party outfit, or what?
So I'm looking for a solid painter in the Utah County who's open to new work and can take on some new work, residential specifically.
Do you have work to do?
So we basically find the work and then we send it over to that painter that we partner up with.
No, I'm not interested in that. Sorry.
Gotcha. Well, you see, he hung up, but that tells me they're not serious. He's a one-man show. I mean, I'm sure he can't take a lot of work, but just like he hung up on me, doesn't matter because there's more painters to call up on. In this case, I'm calling painters, but you just move on to the next. Okay, we're looking for people that are looking for us. All right, and in this case, he wasn't it. So look at it like you're disqualifying them.
Hello.
Hi, is this the painter?
Yes, this is Easton.
Okay. You guys do residential interiors?
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to know if you guys are open to some new residential work these next few months.
Is this for Angie's?
Well, I'm sure you tried something before like Home Advisor or Angie's List and it didn't work out, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. I mean, I don't blame you. And no, I'm not affiliated with them in any case. But there's painters getting anywhere from 5 to 12 new estimates per week using our same methods. And that's without any Home Advisor or Angie's List. And really, I'm just looking for a solid painter in Utah County who's open to new work.
Yeah.
So what's the majority of work you guys do?
It's mostly residential interiors.
Gotcha. Okay. So basically, we find the people in this area that are in need of painting in a way where they're going to want to know more information. So we put your name in front of them and they'll call you up for an estimate. And then the sale is really up to you from there. Do you guys close a good amount of sales on regular?
Yeah, a decent amount.
Gotcha. So I don't want to keep you on the phone any longer, but if you'd like, we can set up a time and kind of see what you're doing online right now. And I'm happy to give you some free pointers on what's working and go more into detail and see if it's a fit for you.
Okay, yeah.
Sure. So tomorrow, a good time for you?
Yeah, it should be all right.
All right. So Easton, what's a good email for you? And I can kind of send you some information before we hop back on the phone, just so you get an idea of how we do it.
It's gonna be.
Gotcha. And my name's Alex, by the way.
Nice to
So
meet you, Alex.
I'll go ahead and send you that information. You can kind of see like a little bit about me as well. But then we'll hop back on the phone tomorrow afternoon. How's that?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, Easton. Good talking to you, man.
Thanks. See you.
All right. So look, at first he was kind of like, oh, is this Home Advisor Angie's List, like turned off by that type of stuff. You want to leverage that as much as possible. You want to diss that, be like, yeah, Home Advisor, yeah, I'm on your side. I don't like that either, bro. So you got to be on their side with it. Now, this guy, that was a good phone call, a good cold call, I mean. But you got to keep going. As you can see, the other guy hung up on me. You never know who you're going to hop on the phone with, and you never know which one of them is going to become a client. But how do you find out? By doing the calls, by picking up the phone and start dialing, like Jordan Belfort in The Wolf of Wall Street says, right? Pick up the phone and start dialing. So, really, cold calling is probably one of the most effective ways to become sharp on the phone, a very solid communicator. As you see, you got to be very sharp with these business owners you speak to. So, if you'd like some more tips on cold calling and how to get on the phone and just feel super confident, coming from an introvert that started off, with a shaky hand and a phone in front of him, not knowing what to say really, I'm happy to share my script with you and we can go over how it is that I built my character with cold calling all by myself. And I seriously just did it by taking action. I got better and better and better each day. And it was tough at first. At first, I felt very intimidated, but you get over that really quickly if you're willing to just go all in. You got to grab the bull by the horns and just get on the phone. And whether they say, screw off, get out of here, or don't call me again, you just move on to the next. Never take any of that personal. Never. So I'm happy to help out anyone who's wanting some more tips and some more advice and help with their cold calling, whether they're doing SMMA or any business venture that includes sales and cold calling. Okay. Drop comments below if you want to know more of these tips or more cold calls in action. All right. See you guys.